Hey sunshine, welcome to my channel. This is Capari and I'm so stoked to have you here. I hope that you're having an amazing day and that my reading can uplift your spirit even more. Just know that you're always loved and protected by your spiritual team any day, anytime. Now guys, I know it has been such a long time since I've done a reading. And Happy New Year to you guys, by the way. There has been a lot of things happening in my life, so that I couldn't attend to committing to a day of filming. But hopefully I will start sticking to the schedule in 2024, and may we all be able to commit to a thing that we're really passionate about. This is all this channel is about, is bringing forth the light and loving messages from your spiritual team, and also act as the guidance to let you know that, there are always guidance when you're looking, and there are so many people that are also going through the same thing that you guys are going through. Now, today's reading is going to be all about 2024. We're going to get some overview of what is to come, what is to expect in 2024. And we're also going to pull some tarot cards of your choosing to really dive into what your spiritual team wants you to know, to really focus on what needs to be done, and also certain helps that they're sending towards your way. So yeah, I'm very excited about this reading and also connecting to your energies again once and for all. So let's introduce you to today's pick a pile. We have 3 piles to choose from as always. The first group, you guys are going to be the Mystical Medleys Tarot deck. And pile number 2, you guys are going to be Cat's Rule the Earth Tarot deck. Pile number 3, you guys are going to be Food Fortunes Tarot deck. Alright. Now, turn into your energy, take a deep breath. There are no crystals here today, by the way. But hopefully the card bag is able to help guide you towards your reading. So once you feel called to a particular reading, scroll down to the timestamps below and I shall see you guys in your reading. Hey there, pile one. So if you chose this Mystical Medleys Tarot deck, this is going to be your reading. So we're just going to pop your tarot deck aside. So I've already shuffled a lot of oracle cards for you. So let's take a look. So we have number 22, Mountain. We have Freedom. We have Butterfly Spirit, Transformation, number 8. We have Heart, Emotions, and Intuition. We also have Joy, your inner child is here to play. Oh wow. Oh, I love this spread already. We also have Get Out of Your Head, 37. We have Star Family. You're a part of souls. You're a part of a team of souls. Call in support. We have Cracked Open. Rock Bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. And then we have the Sirens. Use your voice, expansion, and freedom once again. So we have freedom twice already in this deck. In your reading. So I do feel like 2024 is all about freedom. It's all about like self-expression, the freedom of, really expressing yourselves. And it's very interesting because when I was shuffling your oracle cards, all I hear in my mind was just like, one more, one more. And then I would keep shuffling. And then until the other deck, and I would hear one more again. And I feel like you guys are probably pushing yourself, whatever you guys are doing, like, we have to do one more time, or like, we have to do it once again, or you know, there's this repetitive thing going on, perhaps in your mind, that you feel like you have to keep doing it. You have to keep working, you know, day by day. Perhaps you guys are, you know, having a lot of clients or closing up a lot of projects, and it's like your mind keeps telling you, there's one more, I need one more. Excuse me, my flatmate is just on the phone right now, so there could be a lot of noises happening in the background, so I apologize. But let us get back to your reading. So it really resonated when I saw this card, like, get out of your head, because I feel like when channeling your energy, my mind is being taken to places, perhaps to the things that you've done before, to your past mistakes, or like to the things that you would have done better. And I feel like 2024 is a year of you guys transforming, releasing. You know, you have the clamp shell being opened up, and you also have the butterfly wings there. Like, it's really about transforming. It's really about freeing yourself. And we talked about self-expression. I feel like a lot of you guys, perhaps if there is any dispute, if there has been any grievances between you and somebody, I feel like you guys are, you know, holding, I don't want to say holding grudges, but like holding things close to your heart. And either you're afraid of confronting the person, you don't want to perhaps create any, you know, disturbances, create any conflict between you and the other person. Because I see you guys as a very loving spirit. We have a lot of heart, a lot of fun energy here. And it's also, I feel as like you guys are very soft, has a very soft heart. Perhaps you don't look very sensitive, but deep down you guys are very sensitive. And I feel like there's a level of people-pleasing energy here, where you guys may be, you know, people-pleasing in order to keep that harmony in the group setting, or like between your friends, or between your loved ones, and between your relationships. And while there is great to preserve the harmony, to not raise any kind of conflict, I feel like this year is all about knowing how to express yourself and learning to communicate in a very effective way, because like your emotions are valid. Your spirit guides are telling you to validate your emotions and not push aside whatever you guys are feeling. Perhaps somebody did you dirty, or you know, somebody betrayed your trust, somebody really let you down, and you sort of feel like, you know, I should be pushing these feelings aside, like, because you know, they're probably just you know, their ego's talking, and like they didn't really mean it. And you often give people the benefit of the doubt, but I totally feel like you guys, this is a year for you to like really express yourself. Like, there's a lot of symbolism here. We have cracked open, we have the clamp opening up, we also have this person like trying to free herself, you know. And we have the freedom, we have the expansion, we have, literally, you guys, we have used your voice. So your spiritual team is urging you to like, don't be afraid to speak up, pile number one. Especially when it comes to your intimate relationships, especially when it comes to your family, because maybe you guys have been living in a sort of childhood, or living in a sort of like a very repressed family, have a very repressed childhood, and hence you guys are afraid to speak up. You're afraid to speak yourself. You're afraid to express yourself confidently, authentically. And I feel like you guys are reaching this, you know, tipping point where you guys can no longer hold back your emotions. You guys are no longer hold back, can no longer being held down by the people around you. And this is a year for you to shine. It's also a year for you to know that your thoughts, your emotions are valid. Know that you deserve to be heard. Your voice deserves a space, a safe space, you know. And I feel like if raising it to your seniors, raising it to your parents, it's very intimidating. Maybe you can start with the people whom you trust the most. You know, it could be talking to your pet, it could be talking to a companion, your bestie, it could be talking to even the nature. I feel like this is a year you guys learn to release the burdens within yourself that you guys have been really repressing, really pushing it down. And also with this card here, know that you guys are being protected, because there may be a sense of like, what if I express myself and like, you know, be in this very vulnerable place? Like, if I speak my truth, people may attack me. And Spirit is here telling you that you guys are being very well protected. You guys don't have to worry about being attacked by speaking your truth, by just telling people how you have been feeling. Perhaps yeah, some of you guys may really be taken advantage of, or people haven't really been supportive. And I feel like this is a year where you will express yourself and you will call in the support, and there will be people around you who are willing to support you. And I feel like your heart is very big. You have a very big heart. And you guys hold a lot of space for the people around you. And it's only natural that you would want the same back from other people. You would want people around you to also hold space for you to really be able to express yourself. And this is the year where perhaps something drastic has happened or is going to happen. And I don't mean it in a negative way, because usually things that is getting destroyed or being cracked open, being taken away from us, are the things that we don't really need in our life, but we're desperately clinging on to perhaps unhealthy relationships, unhealthy habits, also like unhealthy career and responsibilities. And I feel like Spirit is taking those unhealthy things away from your life in order for you guys to really expand further. Because if, like, imagine if you're already holding so much space, you're already having so much responsibility on your plate, you're taking care of everybody, you don't really have space for yourself, and there's no room for you to grow, because you're constantly trying to people please, trying to like please others instead of your own joyfulness, instead of your own heart, instead of your own priorities and what really makes you feel fulfilled. And I feel like there could be a lot of ideas in your mind that you're also like suppressing, that you're afraid to let people know, because it's not that they wouldn't understand, but you have this fear of, you know, if I tell somebody, like, they wouldn't understand anyway, so you stop yourself from communicating to other people or opening up to other people. But it's very paradoxical because, like, I feel like people around you actually want to help you as well, but I feel like you're a tough nut to crack. Like, it's really hard to get you to open up, because maybe you try to be strong in front of other people. Perhaps you want to put up this, you know, very stoic front that you will never be taken down, and you want to put up this facade where, you know, you guys are unstoppable. And I feel like there are genuine people around you. It's very funny that there, like, you guys also crave that within you, but there's this level of, I don't know if ego is one of the things that is, like, preventing you from opening up, or it could be something else that is preventing you from opening up to other people around you that you could trust. But I feel like Spirit is urging you to, like, learn to open up and learn to trust the people around you, even though you may think that they can't really help you out, or they don't have the resources, or you know, what if I tell them about my financial situation anyway? Like, you'll never know what is to come. And I like this little red thread being, like, emphasized here. It's just being shown to me briefly, and I feel like you are connected to other people in a very intimate way, but you guys are refusing to ask for help. You guys are refusing to, yeah, being perceived, I guess, as a weaker one. And I feel like this year is all about being vulnerable, being able to open up, and being able to, like, accept that we are only human and we cannot be 100% perfect all the time. And even the most successful people in this world, like, they're only human. They make mistakes. They meet the wrong people, or they have been taken advantage of, or they've been betrayed. And nobody on this planet has the perfect life, just so you know, pound number one. And you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be 100%, you know, the person to be reliable, to be dependent on for other people all the time. And yeah, I feel like this year is just really about learning that it is okay to embrace your imperfection. And sometimes it is those imperfections that make us so adorable, that make us so attractive to other people. Imagine if you have someone who's, like, always very meticulous, very well presented. They're always, like, you know, just doing everything's right. This will create some sort of distance between you and other people. And deep down, you don't want that. I feel like deep down, you really want, you know, meaningful relationships to come into your life. And I feel like it is about acknowledging that, you know, we're all equal here, and there is no problem in admitting your imperfections. And I feel like, yeah, learn to open yourself up, learn to show other people that you're only human, and make silly mistakes, and don't be afraid to make a fool of yourself in front of the people you trust. Of course, you're not gonna act like, you know, a fool in front of, like, your boss or like your clients, you know, but you want to be able to be yourself in front of your friends or in front of the people you trust, so that you can, you know, relax, and you can, like, accept people in. And it is so much easier to open up to the people that loves us, that also we love the most. So yeah, I really love this start for you. Is there anything else? No, but I do feel like there are people around you that is here to help. You just need to turn to those people. You just need to trust. You just need to learn that you are being protected. There's nothing, like, the world is not going to end if you admit you've done something wrong, if you have perhaps done something silly, make a tiny mistake, and it is okay, and learn to accept that. So right now, let's get into a tarot portion to get some more guidance, and we want to look at what your spirit want you to know, especially in this particular area. So we're going to use the deck that you have chosen. So we've got your Mystical Medley's Tarot deck, and we're going to ask Spirit what areas in your life that you should be focusing on, or the focus is on, in 2024 and this year. What area of your life you would be focusing on? For my lovely pile number 1, Spirit. So the area that they should be focusing on this year. Oh, wow, that is very scary. And it's a bunch of cards, so we might have to do it again. But it's very funny that it's shot right into the flames. And I do feel like there's a lot of things that, you know, you guys may wanting to put forth, wanting to make happen. Perhaps, as we said, like, there's a lot of ideas in your mind. There's a lot of things in your mind that you guys want to pursue. Perhaps you guys may want to chase after. And I feel like sometimes it is about, like, letting go of, you know, having so many things at once, juggling so many bottles, or having so much on your plate. I feel like it is about letting go and releasing some sort of responsibility in your life, and learning to trust other people around you. So we have 3 of Pentacles. Okay, and then what to do in this area. Okay, we have the Knight of Wands, and help being sent by Spirit. The pile number. Okay, we have 2 cards. We have the Hangman. We also have 5 of Swords. Okay, and we also have the outcome of this situation. The pile number. Okay. And back of the deck, we have the World. How lovely. Okay. So we have the Empress reverse. So yeah, I do feel like it's about getting to this Empress energy, and perhaps for you guys it's a very foreign thing for you, because you guys are maybe such a doer, and the Empress energy is, you know, it's all about receiving. It's all about, like, trusting the people. So I think one thing you really need to focus on is to really look at, why can't you trust the people around you? You know, like, why is it so hard for me to trust other people? Have they really betrayed me? Let's say if people have really betrayed your trust, have you gotten rid of them? Or are you still allowing them to linger in your life? Like, we should only be having the people in our life whom we can truly trust and rely on. If someone has betrayed your trust, if someone has, you know, has told you that, you know, they're not trustworthy, then what is the point in clinging on to those people, in clinging on to those relationships? And this year is all about, it's all about aligning the relationships in your life and really sifting and sorting out, are there people who are not trustworthy still within my circle? And if there is, like, why am I keeping them? Maybe you have no choice because they're a family member, or if they're like a business partner, but is there a better way to go about it? And it's all about also learning to trust. You know, if people have been very supportive in your life, if your best friends are always there when you needed them, like, why can't you trust them now, you know, when you needed it the most? And learn to know, is it a past wound? Is it a past experience? Because someone has betrayed me, therefore, like, every single body is not trustworthy? Have you come to that conclusion? If you have, that is very unfair to the people who've been there for you since day one, you know? Part number one is all about, like, trusting the right people. If we have been betrayed by someone before, it doesn't mean the whole humanity is bad. If we have been hurt before, it doesn't mean that every single person is going to hurt us. We just need to be more discerning. And I feel like this is a year where you are starting to learn that there are actually people who are trustworthy, that I can give my heart out to them, that I also don't need to do everything for these people because I know that they're capable, and I know that they will help me in times of need. And I feel like, why is this so prevalent in your reading? Why is this trust issue so prevalent? Yeah, it's all about the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Something hasn't worked out for you, whether it is a friendship, whether it is a partnership, a relationship that has fallen out in a very negative way. As I said, you guys may have been betrayed, you guys may have been let down and disappointed by someone you really trusted, by someone perhaps you really given them a lot of yourself, and you guys thought this would go to places, this would, you know, be your happily ever after, or perhaps this would be something that is going to stand a test of time. And somebody betrayed your trust here. Somebody let you down in the past. I'm talking about your past experiences. And that experience that you had has taken a toll on you, has made your heart gone a little bit cold perhaps, or has, really, and you feel like you won't be able to trust people again because this person really let you down. And as I said, just because one person betrayed your trust doesn't mean the whole of humanity is going to do the same. But also understand it takes time for you to heal from a fallout. It takes time for us to heal from a bad situation. And when you're going through those situations, it's very hard to see the good in other people because your mind is so fixated on this person who betrayed you, on this person who've hurt you, who've disappointed you, who perhaps even took everything away from you. And I feel like Spirit is now telling you to let go of that past situation, and it's now time to focus on the people whom you can trust And what you should really be doing right now is to start scouting. I love this Knight of Wands here is literally scouting for potential candidates. Maybe it's this salamander, and they're so cute. And scout for the people, scout for the beings that will not betray your trust. You know, there's so many people on this planet just like you. There's so many of them, of you, pile number one. And I hope that you guys are here to support each other too. Just because you've been, you know, betrayed before doesn't mean everyone's going to do the same. In fact, there's so many people who has gone through the same situation as you did. And all you have to do is trust that you will find these people and that you will resonate with each other. And because you guys have both gone through betrayal or let down, disappointment, whatever it may be, you guys are going to connect in a very intimate level. And you guys will know that why didn't these relationships or partnerships worked out for you. It's not because of you, but it is because you need to discern what is worthy of your trust and who is not worthy of your trust. And once you meet these people, who has gone through the same, these people who has perhaps, they have the same energy as you did. And you will understand that, you know, we're meant to be here to support each other. And we're meant to be here to be the beacon for other people, to light up other people's lives, because we've gone through the same shit together. And I really love that for you. It's all about scouting for those people and really discerning about who's trustworthy and who's not. And for that, universe is also sending help. But I feel like it takes time for you to realize it. I guess the Hangman also signifies like a period of, you know, peace, tranquility. Sometimes we see the Hangman as being stagnated in a person is a particular spot. But sometimes the Hangman can be so beneficial to us because it offers us guidance. It offers a different point of perspective because you have slowed down in your life. Because of this period where nothing is going on, this is the golden time for you to look at your personal relationships right now. Whatever's working, whatever's not, to sift and sort. You know, somebody did you dirty. Have you taken the time to erase them from your life, or have you taken the time to set your boundaries? If you still haven't, pile number one, now is the sign. This is the sign for you to really allow yourself to reset your circle. Whoever deserves to stay in your inner circle are the ones that never betrayed your trust. Are the people who can truly trust with your heart, with your life even. And the universe is allowing you this moment in time where you have all the resources, you have all the time in the world for you to really, to really look at the things that you have gone through. With the world energy here, like you guys are very experienced, and I feel like you guys have seen a lot. On this planet, you guys have seen a lot of people, of the good things and the bad things, the positive ones and the negative ones, and you should have the power now to really discern for yourself and not give your power away, you know, and also not isolating yourself from the people that loves you, from the people that you love. And the outcome is going to be very prosperous. But first you have to learn this lesson. And I feel like you guys already have learned a lot because you're already in this energy. So for some of you, I feel like you're already in this process of transforming your lives, transforming your circle. And 2024 is going to be a year where everyone left in your life is going to be someone you can trust, someone you can depend on, someone you can speak your truth, you know, be yourself. And you don't have to work so hard to hide your weaknesses, because these people will never betray you. And you can also be very silly with the people around you. And you don't have to feel like you're being judged. You don't have to feel like, you know, you're being immature, because the people around you that are going to be left within your circle are the ones that truly appreciates you, truly value you, and truly admire you. How number one. Great, I really love this reading. So let us get to the final part. So we talked about relationships a lot. We're going to use the relationship deck and see what final messages your spirit guides want you to know. And I have to say, you guys already have done a lot. If you feel like you haven't achieved much in life, Spirit wants you to know that you guys have done a lot. Even though some of you may feel like you're stuck, some of you may feel like there's nothing going on, but I feel like this moment in time is really a blessing for you. For you to take the time to set your boundaries, for you to take your time to meet new people, and also scout for the people you truly resonate with, in order to get to this place of stability and prosperity and be able to have fun without a care in the world. Yeah. Okay, for my lovely pile one, please, Spirit, what do you have for my lovely pile one, Spirit? Okay. Isn't this what we were talking about? Okay, it's very funny. And I'll get one more card. One last card. Perfect. You're gonna love this. We have boundaries. I claim my right to set healthy boundaries, and I allow others to do the same. Sometimes personal space is taken, and sometimes it's given. And sometimes if you're on the subway, it's completely disregarded and shamelessly invaded. I guess it depends on the day. But really, it is your time to set your boundary, so that people who are sitting next to you are the ones you can truly value, you can truly depend upon. And that's how you are going to shine. That's how you guys are going to be you, be yourself, unapologetically. We have tact. I speak and act with care, remembering that impulsive words or a harsh tone can sometimes hurt others. If it feels like I'm walking on eggshells, I'll remind myself that those eggshells might actually be a shop full of china and I may actually be a bull. Then I'll remind myself to stop mixing metaphors. Yeah, if you feel like you're walking on eggshells with some people in your life, do they really meant to be there in your life? Like, why do you have to act so cautiously around someone you should be trusting, someone who should be, you know, having your back, someone who should be called your friend? You shouldn't be walking eggshells around these people. And finally, we have reliability. I am reliable. When I say I'll do something, I take whatever that something seriously. This applies to all commitments, even the ones that may have seemed small and insignificant to a less reliable me. From now on, flaking is just for dandruff commercials and cereal factory. So learn to be reliable, and also learn to recognize if people are unreliable in your life. Because you don't want to give the same people second chances or third or fourth or fifth chances if they constantly, prove themselves to be unreliable. You don't want to be the person who has to take up all the responsibility all the time. So also learn to recognize who is reliable in your life and who is not. Will better allow yourself to discern, right? Who genuinely deserves to be sitting next to you, who genuinely deserves a spot next to you. So yeah, looks like it's going to be an amazing year for you. It's all about those people, around you being supportive. And I feel like you will find them. You'll find them, but first of all, you have to make space for these people to come to you as well. So yeah, pile number 1, I'd like to thank you and your guides and angels for being here with us today, and I hope you have enjoyed your reading. Your likes and subscribes mean the absolute world to me, and I'm sending you, your immediate circle, your beautiful friends, all my love and light. Keep rocking the world like a star, and I believe in you. So until next time, have a wonderful day, and ciao. Hey there, pal too. So if you chose the Cat's Rodeo of Tarot deck, this is going to be your reading, all about 2024 and what is to expect. So first of all, we're just going to look at the general review of the year, and then we're going to get into the specifics in your tarot card portion. So let's see what they have to say in your oracle cards. We have number 31, Thorns. Weathering the challenges ahead will bring in a new and positive future. We have Justice. We have Beast Spirit, Prosperity, number 5. We have Energy, Intensity, Passion, Power. Very nice. We have Happy Endings, End of a Chapter. Ooh. We have The Illusion, 13. Your life is a canvas. Artist, manifestation, creative accountability. And we also have Lady of the Lake. New beginnings. Something is about to happen. Wow, you guys. Can I just say there's a lot of new beginnings energy in here? And it does feel like this year is going to be challenging but very rewarding, because I do feel like something is coming to an end. Now, first of all, with the Justice card here, I feel like maybe some of you are fighting a legal case, or if you're not, it's just something about trying to end a contract or sign a new contract. Something about new contracts or ending of a contract, because first of all, there's a lot of excitement here, and there's also this sense of like you're starting anew. I feel like this year is all about you guys maybe bringing your projects into the spotlight, or perhaps you guys been working on something, working on a project, working on a book, working on a channel, working on a podcast, whatever it may be, and you're bringing forth to the public eye. And I feel like it's going to be very exciting. Now, with the happy endings here, is a very happy card, even though it is an ending, but it's also a beginning. So to me, this card also signifies like you're finalizing the work that needs to be done in your project. Perhaps you're finalizing the publishers, maybe it's finalizing the legal documents. That's why we have the justice here. I feel like it's definitely legally involved, or that has something to do with like the policies, the law, the terms and conditions, whatever it may be. And I feel like this is going to be a very exciting journey for you, and your spirit guides are here to like this really passionate, really exciting, really enthusiastic energy coming through. And I do feel like they want you to know that you are on the right path, even though there may be challenges ahead. But yeah, again, there will be new and positive future for you. And I feel like you guys are like warriors. You guys are very strong. You guys are not afraid of challenges and obstacles and hurdles, and you guys are just going to just sort of weather through the storm. Yeah. Now, with the bee spirit here, it does give me the vibe that you guys may have to work really hard in order for you to achieve this outcome. But I feel like if this is something that you've been passionate about, pile number 2, if this is something that you've been working on for a very long time, a project, a hobby, a product, whatever it may be, a service that you've been working on for such a long time, you guys are very passionate about. Like, you guys are not afraid to maybe sacrifice sleep, sacrifice, you know, whatever it may be, in order for you to bring that baby into this world. And I feel like there will be help along the way as well. And the spirit is reassuring you that things will be okay. And all this hard work, all these, you know, efforts that you've put in, all these hours, the blood, sweat, and tears, so to speak, has not been in vain. And you guys are really going to be rewarded. And now is the time to continue to paint this picture of what are you going to do once, you know, this service, this product, whatever it may be, is live, is, you know, ready to go. Like, what is the path ahead for you? And I feel like with the illusion card here, there may be potential fears that may still be lingering in the back of your mind. Of course, like if you're trying to, you know, bring forth a project, something that is new, it's going to be a lot of fear and insecurities, right? And I feel like Spirit is also urging you to know that these fears that you may have or insecurities are not, you know, reasonable. Sometimes it may be your ego trying to protect you, but look at the product that you are developing, or look at the things that you've been doing. Like, you guys are clearly talented and skilled, and you guys are very creative, and you guys are knowing like the steps to make this happen. So whatever fear, whatever illusion it may be that is stopping you from doing this, it's time to stop doubting yourself, and it's time to look at what you can do to make this thing a success. It is now time to look at, you know, yeah, again, the legal documents, to look at what sort of contract you are signing, to look at what sort of group of people you are working with, and also what sort of market this service, this product is in order for this to be a success, in order for this to be, you know, gaining popularity and having this happy ending chapter. Yeah. And I do feel like you guys have the eye on the prize. Like, you guys are more, it's more about focusing the end goal rather than the struggle that, you know, you guys are going through. And I think it's really great because it gives you that sense of motivation, that sense of dopamine. If you're constantly looking at how much you are struggling, you guys won't be motivated. But if you look at the end goal, let's say if you this is a, yeah, it could be an example. So let's say if you're trying to like go to the gym, trying to lose weight or trying to look good, if you're constantly focusing on like how much work that needs to be done, you know, you guys are going to give up easily. But let's say if you're focusing on the end result, you're going to look great. People are going to admire you. Like, you're going to feel so energetic. You guys are going to feel amazing. You guys are going to be able to, you know, like swim in public, and you guys are, you know, be 100% satisfied with your body. Like, how good would that feeling be? And I feel like Spirit is urging you to tap into that feeling of having that thing already manifested. Or, yeah, whatever it may be. How does it feel to have this product, this song, this podcast, whatever it may be, out in public? What does it feel? What are you feeling? Like, you know, like how happy are you going to be? How many smiles are you going to see? You know, and imagine how much people will appreciate what you have done. Even your family and friends, like how proud of you are they going to be? And tap into those feelings of, you know, having that already been done, because you are so close. I feel like a lot of you may already be finalizing it, even if you're just starting out, even if you're just receiving this idea in your mind and you're starting out and you're trying to putting things in together and manifesting it. This is a year for you to take action and to really tie in the loose ends and what's the expression, dotting the I's, crossing the T's. Yeah, it's about bringing this thing into this world, and I feel like a lot of people are very excited about this too, not just you, because it is something that's refreshing, and I feel like the world really needs this. And whatever it may be, like, once it's live, let us know, pal number 2, because I will be there to support you as well. And I know starting a new thing especially, is not easy ever. And if you're doing it on your own, like, kudos to you, hats off to you. It's really hard to start something on your own. And going through those, like, sleepless nights, you know, trying to publish something or trying to put things out into this world, because to be honest, this world is so overly saturated, and also there are a lot of big companies that are like controlling, so you really have to be careful when it comes to putting forth your own product into this world. But Spirit is here saying that you guys are being protected, and you guys are going to receive the happy ending, and everything will be in balance in the end. So yeah, by you guys keeping the eye on the prize, by you guys really having that clarity, it's amazing. I really love how these two cards are like correlating to this reading. Like, your life is a canvas, and there's also a new beginning here. Something's about to happen. Like, I can see so clearly that you guys are going to bring this thing into this world, and it is something that's so exciting and something the world has not seen before. And perhaps there are people around you that's been very doubtful of you. Or it could just be something that is stopping you from going through, from going through the finish line is minor hiccups. But think about the reason why you started this, and think about the people that will benefit from you, from the service, from the product. And I do feel like you will go a long way with this product, this thing that you're putting out to this world. Yeah, so I'm very excited for you. Let's see if there's anything else, Spirit. Yeah, and also remind yourself that even if you don't receive any inspiration, even if you don't know what the next step is, like, don't feel discouraged and don't feel like, oh, I'm destined to be a loser, or I'm not good enough, I can't even do this thing right, or I can't even be creative enough. Like, creativity is not something that you can really force, so it is going to come when you guys are ready. It is going to come when you are fully prepared. And right now for you is to continue the momentum, is to really continue on with this energy. Even though if you're not taking any physical steps, the energy is still moving. You're still putting in your efforts in. You're still putting your energy out there. You're still feeling excited. And that feeling alone is an energy, and that's strong enough to propel you to places and to continue on with your project. So yeah, again, don't be discouraged if you don't see any physical result yet, or if you don't feel like you have the creativity just yet. Just by you guys feeling enthusiastic and passionate about something is enough momentum to keep this going. And once the time is right, it will be birthed, it will be finalized, and the ending, the happy ending will come. So yeah, I'm really excited about this now, pile number 2. So let us get into your tarot portion. And ask Spirit what area you guys are focusing this year. It does look like it's career related, but we'll get into more specifics with the tarot and see why is this so significant and what you can do to make this happen, and also the likely outcome of this situation. So tell me into pile number 2's energy, please, Spirit. So what is this thing that they need to be focusing on this year? Tell me more about this thing that they are focusing on in 2024 for pile number 2. Tell me more, Spirit. Oh, this is a lot of cards. I'll take the one that flipped over and the first one. Yeah, we have the Fool, and then we have the Page of Pentacles. And then, okay, why is this so significant? Okay, we have the Four of Cups. And then what to do about this? Oh my goodness, I keep too many cards for me. Okay, Spirit, what to do to help them move forward? Oh, wow, we have the Devil reverse. And help that's also being sent for pile number 2. What's the help being sent for them? We have 5 of Wands. And okay, let's tap into the outcome, Spirit. I really like this. Oh, oh my goodness. I think it's the first one that pops out. We have the 6 of Swords. Back of the deck, we have the Page of Cups reversed. Okay. Yeah. As I said, don't be discouraged when you feel like you don't have the inspiration, because I feel like some of you may be beating yourself up for that. But let's get into your reading. Now we have the Fool and also the Page of Pentacles. So very fresh energy here. Something that is really prevalent is this journey. I feel like you are definitely embarking on a brand new chapter of your life. And this is definitely something related to your career, your finance, something to do with work and money. Yeah, so with the Page of Pentacles reversed, sometimes it could also talk about someone who's inexperienced. And I feel like something that may be relevant is education, is how much do you know about this thing that you are putting out. Let's say, okay, if you're really passionate about something, so let's continue on with the gym example. Like you would really love to work out and make your body look perfect. You're very passionate about it, but how much do you know about, strengthening your muscles? How much do you know about like resistance workout versus cardiovascular workout? And do you know what kind of food you should be eating? Do you know when you should be exercising? Do you know how much protein, how much nutrient you need? And I feel like this is something that you may need to focus on as well. It's about educating yourself more, because if you feel like you are feeling uninspired, if you feel like you've hit a roadblock in this creative endeavor, like look for the things that would benefit you. Maybe find yourself a mentor. Maybe find someone who has done this before. Okay, let's say someone who's already done their body transformation. Like, what did they do, to achieve this success? What did they do? What do they eat? Who do they follow? Or do they have a personal trainer? Do they go to a particular gym? Do they have a particular diet? Those kind of things, right? And I feel like the Fool, also talks about being humble and having this empty cup and be able to receive. And notice yourself is forever a student. You're constantly learning, even though you've been perhaps trying to do this for a while. Another example could be maybe you are a musician and you're trying to write songs and you've hit a roadblock. And look for the people who has done this successfully, like Taylor Swift or like Olivia Rodrigo, like people who've done this before and they're very successful in their industry. And what did they do? How do they end up writing songs? How do they get that inspiration? And notice what they say in their interview. Notice like how they get help from other people. Is there networking involved? If there is like a company being involved, things like that. And just really allow yourself to be like a sponge, just soak up all the good stuff from the people who has done it before. in order for you to move forward, you really have to be humble. You really have to be like a sponge to soak up the knowledge, the information, because those are the things that is so crucial to you guys reaching that success. You know, if you really want to bring forth your idea, yeah, whatever it may be, and continue to chase after your dream, and remind yourself, yeah, why did you start this journey in the first place? And know that you will be successful in the end, because we talked about it in the beginning, like the general overview. We've already talked about, like, you guys are heading towards success, but you also need to finalize little minor details, you know, that is stopping you from putting this forth into the world. So let's see why this is so prevalent. Why do you need all this knowledge? And I love this Four of Cups. It's like this cat is nonchalantly knocking over the glasses. I feel like if you don't continue to expand, continue to soak up the knowledge, to know what people have done successfully, even though you're very passionate, you may be making mistakes without your awareness. You know, this is you being careless. It's not like you don't have the talent. It's not like you're not skilled, but there may be things that you have to go around in terms of the legal system, or in terms of the policies, the laws, in terms of, yeah, in terms of knowing how to upload your product or putting it into the world. There may be just minor details that you may have to finalize. So make sure you are really familiarized with those things before leaping forward. Otherwise, yeah, like this cat, you may be knocking over your glasses, like your finished product. You want it to be perfect, right? Pile number 2. So I do feel like be as careful as you can be, and take all the time that you need. Like, you're so close to the finish line. Why don't you be, you know, super cautious now? And instead of ruining something that you've worked really hard for, you can just, you know, chill out and, you know, get a second opinion, even from your friends. I feel like that's really important for you to be focusing on. So yeah, this is the reason I love that for you. And also, I love how this red wine is like being symbolized, you know, like it takes years and years for the red wine to ferment. And I feel like you guys did the same. Like, it took you so long, like years after years, for you to achieve what you have achieved right now. So don't ruin it just because you feel like you have to rush to the finish line. You have to rush the finishing process. Take all the time that you need. So yeah, and then we have the Devil reverse here. It's actually a very good card. It's Spirit telling you not to be obsessive over perhaps the result, or be obsessive over like the process of how it's going to turn out. So I feel like some of you, yeah, may be obsessed about, like, oh, it has to come this way, it has to be published in this country, or it has to reach this certain amount of milestones, and, you know, it has to be on every single platform. And I feel like by you guys letting go of how it's going to come about, your product or your service is going to unfold naturally. It's going to go to the places that it needs to go. For example, if you feel like, oh, I want to target, you know, everybody in the public, But it turns out that only certain people in the public resonate with your product, with your service. And it is okay to allow that, to trust that. It's okay for, maybe just a minority of people to begin with. Maybe it's not as well known or popular as it started. But you guys not obsessing over why hasn't it like popped out, or why hasn't why hasn't this gone viral yet? That kind of feeling, And I feel like you need to allow yourself to relax and to understand that it takes time. Allow yourself to be free of the expectations. Because I do understand if you put in so much effort, there is a level of expectation here. But by you guys releasing the expectations, you are also allowing yourself to be free. And you are also allowing yourself to receive ideas, to receive more inspiration to guide you towards where you need to go. And also with all these chains here, okay, yeah, we'll definitely get into this energy. It talks about like, yeah, the people's or the public's opinion of you, of this thing, right? And if you guys are concentrated on the opinions, the criticism, or the negative feedback, you're not allowing yourself to grow, because there are always like two sides to a coin. There's always positive and there is always negative. So it is very crucial for you to let go of those negativity and also acknowledge that negativity is always going to be there. There will always be people out there who doesn't support you, doesn't support us, so doesn't support what we have to give, but it doesn't determine your value. It doesn't determine what kind of person you are. And this is about you guys like really letting go and not become a slave, to people pleasing, to trying to satisfy everybody, but just stay true to yourself and continue forward with what you have to give. Because what you have to give is so unique to this world. And yes, the Five of Wands here talks about the help being sent. And I feel like this is going to tie in really well, because Five of Wands usually talks about people disagreeing with each other, and I feel like you guys are learning how to make things work, even though there are different opinions, even though there are different point of view, different perspectives. You're learning to accommodate every single opinion. And then we have the skull here. I feel like this is like the next chapter of the devil. By you guys letting go, the devil is no longer in control, and now you are in control. And you have the power to turn the opinions around to make this work. And there's so many successful people being targeted and being attacked by, negative people. And just like Taylor Swift always says, like, haters gonna hate. There are always going to be there's always gonna be people who hates you, who doesn't like what you're doing, but you guys are no longer allowing this thing to bog you down. You're not allowing these things to hold you back. And I feel like it takes a lot of courage for you to get from here to here. And I feel like the universe is also guiding you towards this place of, serendipity. This place of just allowing things to flow easily. And also knowing that you're protected. You know, the pentagram also signifies the protection. So what the universe is basically doing is to protect you from the negative energy, while you guys are also not taking those negativity to your heart. And you guys are just turning that around, turning the energy around. Because people are jealous of your success, or perhaps people are envious of what you have achieved. Therefore, they're targeting you. Therefore, they're trying to destroy you. And you're not going to take that. You're not going to accept that. And I feel like you guys are, just learning to stand in your power and continue your journey and continue to provide this product, this service. And with the Six of Swords, yes, you guys are healing. You guys are moving forward in calmer waters. So I feel like there may be a little bit of hiccups, as we talked about in the beginning. There will be challenges, but the outcome is going to be calm waters. You guys are going to sail calmly into the shore, into the sea. And there will no longer be anyone challenging you anymore in the end. But first of all, like, you guys have to go through all the transformation process, allowing yourself to know that the hiccups or the setbacks are just, they're all temporary. They're not meant to stay with you forever. And you have to free yourself of the negative feedback from other people in order for you to get to this place of just plain sailing in calm waters and allow yourself to move forward without any ripple in the water, and continue to sail forward towards your destination. That's where you guys wanted to go, you know? So I really love that for you. But yeah, it's all about empowering yourself. It's all about standing in your own power. And I feel like you guys are destined to success, and you guys have the capability, you know, to turn things around. You guys have the capability to, like, not take no for an answer, and not stay down when someone has beaten you up. You guys constantly grow and learn and transform, and I'm sending you so much love and support here. I know it's not easy, and I feel like you guys have been doing things on your own for some time, because I see all the single cats here. There may be very minimal support around you, but once you're out there, I feel like more and more people will resonate with you, and you will allow yourself to receive from other people, and you will have the support system that you needed. And right now is the crucial moment where you have to realize that the answer is within you. Once you understand you have the power to flip things around and transform, and whatever people have to say to you has no power whatsoever over you. Whatever people say or do to you, they have no power over you. You have the power over your own situation, and the universe is protecting you. And you're being protected from the harm. So yeah, let's get into the final portion. So we're just going to get some final messages. Of course, this is about work, so let's get into this work affirmators deck. I don't think I've used this deck before, so have I? I don't think so. Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see what they have to say in regards to your work situation. Or being your own boss. Yeah, this is you guys being your own boss. This is you guys just making a name for yourself. I really love it. And it takes a lot of courage to achieve that. Because there's always going to be naysayers in this world. But continue to have your eye on the prize. Pile number 2. Okay, so what do we have? We have energy. I am a channel for the infinite supply of energy that flows through the universe. When I'm feeling cranky, discouraged, or worn out from this only Tuesday and already a nightmare, I get swept up in a golden cyclone of magical, glittering, vibrant AF dust, and suddenly become the reigning champ of tirelessness. Burp. Oh, not burp. Be right back. Victory lap. So I do feel like you guys need to learn to channel your energy. And sometimes feeling discouraged and feeling worn out, feeling exhausted is natural. But know that you can always pick yourself up. You have the magical spell to pick yourself up. And you can always connect to that. Oh, love that. We have challenge. When a big challenge lands on my plate, I relish the stimulation and growth it brings. It's tempting to be daunted, but I'd rather stretch myself and prove that I can pull off the almost impossible, because it's way more fun to be a total boss than a total baby. Relish. Yeah, again, there will be challenges landing onto your plate, pile number 2. But every challenge is just like another growth pill. Every challenge you are overcoming is making you a total boss. And you are a boss, pile number 2. I love that for you. Empowering yourself. You have ego. When my selfish ego rears its ugly, screaming little head, I calmly toss it a Xanax and ask it to leave me alone. I'm a big, generous person, and in a grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter if someone else gets credit for my idea. Because at the end of the day, when you really stop and think about it, the idea might end up being bad, and then they'll have to take the fall. So there. Yeah, exactly. And be chill, be calm. Even though sometimes our ego may get in the way. Yeah, we did talk about like sometimes your ego gets in the way of, putting yourself down and saying that you may not be good enough to make this happen. But know that you're a big, generous person, and know that you have the power to make things happen. And the idea that you're having is worth a shot, whatever it may be, even though it doesn't turn out great. Like, you tried your best, and we've already been confirmed by spirit, like this idea is going to be a total success. So there's no need for you to be fearful or anxious about it. And it's now time to chill out and allow yourself, your higher self, to guide you, your spirits to guide you. And continue to grow and evolve. And I cannot wait for you to bring forth this idea, because the world desperately needs great ideas. And you guys, you guys are magnificent creative beings. Okay? And lots of love to you guys. I'm really excited for you guys are offering. So keep in touch and let me know if you are launching anything. I'm all ears. So I'd like to thank you, your guides and angels, for being here with us today. And I hope you have enjoyed this reading. Your likes and subscribes mean the absolute world to me, and I'm sending you all of my love and light. Keep rocking the world like a star, like a champion, guys. I believe in you. You guys have done so much, and you guys should be proud of yourself, big time. So there you go. Until next time, pile number 2. Ciao. Hey there, pile 3. So if you guys chose the Food Fortunes Tarot deck, this is gonna be your reading. So let me pop your tarot deck just on the side. So first of all, we're going to look at the overarching energy for 2024, what to expect with the oracle cards, and then we'll dive a little bit deeper in the tarot portion. Okay, so let's have a look. We have got number 9, Eagle. You will soar towards your destiny with greater clarity and strength. Love that start. Really great energy to begin with. We also have number 36, World. Be open to new possibilities in all areas of your life. And then we have Grieving. We have Fire Spirit, Energy, number 17. We have Action, Awaken the warrior woman within. Wow. I don't know why the letter W is standing out. I don't know, maybe your name starts with the letter W, or a significant person starts with the letter W. Let's keep going. We have Nourishment while waiting, number 5. We have High Wraith, longing for home, homesick for the stars. Wow. I love how the home card is sitting like underneath the world. We have Let It Go, release the past, forgive, soften, and move on. Yeah, something about grieving, right? And moving on, letting it go. Okay. We have the Water Oracle, psychic abilities, acting on visions is destined. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Pile number 3. Just have to say, like, 2024 is gonna be the best year yet for you guys, because I feel like you guys are leaving something behind. 2023, perhaps it may have been a very hard year for you guys, very challenging. You guys may be dealing with a lot of grievances or dealing with a lot of challenges, and perhaps it has been, you guys may have felt very stagnant, or you guys haven't felt the sense of belonging. But I feel like with these 2 cards here, I get the sense that you guys are trying to find your sense of belonging in this world, trying to find where you stand in this world, and trying to really look for the meaning of life. Like, why are you here, and why, like, what makes me do the things that I'm doing right now? Like, should I be changing my trajectory in life, or should I continue to move in the same direction? And I feel like there's a lot of epiphanies happening within 2024, like, coming for you guys. With the Eagle, there's also like, you're gaining this sense of clarity. It's like you're becoming more clear of what you really want. I guess perhaps in the past you guys have been confused, or there has been a lot of things happening in the back of your mind where you guys can't really concentrate on the things that you want to aim for yourself. There may have been a lot of responsibilities within your family or your friends, or there just have been a lot of a lot of people counting on you, or or just the sense that maybe you haven't been able to go for what you really want because of a certain like endeavors, certain responsibilities. And I feel like deep down you really want to move forward, and there's a lot of like energy within you that's kind of waiting to be unleashed. Like, oh my god, even with this card, it's like this woman is kind of like unleashing this tsunami within her. I get this feeling of you guys are unleashing some great force within yourself. Perhaps something you've been suppressing for a very long time, that you're finally, you know, moving forward. You're finally, you know, learning that instrument, or you're finally putting that foot forward to go on a date with this person, or like go on a course, or like go traveling, go do something that you have been wanting to do, but due to certain circumstances you are not able to. And in 2024 you are stepping forward, you're fulfilling those things that, you know, you've been trying so hard to fulfill for yourself. And I guess with this grieving card, it also talks about like you're grieving parts of yourself. It's not just about a person. Some of you may be grieving, you know, about a person that you have lost, but I feel like you're also grieving parts of yourself where you have left behind, grieving the parts of yourself that you may have been neglecting in 2023, and in 2024 you're finally, you know, shedding light, or you're trying to like paying attention to your inner self, to your inner child, where you have been neglecting all along. Your inner child who's been craving for your attention, you're finally giving him or her that attention, where, you know, you're acknowledging them, you're acknowledging their heart's desires, and you're there to care for them, and you're there, yeah, to nurture them. And I feel like this is what you really want to nurture. The nourishment is about nourishing yourself, you know. So I guess 2024 is gonna be an exciting year where you guys are fulfilling. It's all about self-fulfillment. That's it. Self-fulfillment, and trying to, you know, do the things that you've never been able to do, but now you've got all the resources, and you've got all the energy, and you've got all these I guess opportunities all lined up for you. Yeah, it's all about action. Like, that's fire spirit, that's action card, and also this card talks about action, acting on visions. Whatever that's popping into your mind right now as I say this, act on it. You know, perhaps it's, we talked about the instruments, or, you know, places that you want to go, people that you want to meet, friends that you want to see. Any images that is popping on your mind right now, that is your intuition speaking to you, and now it is time to act on it. And also with the World card, it could be in regards to traveling. You know, it's all about like exploring and like going overseas and opening yourself up for new opportunities. It's also about like connecting with other people, even like over the internet. You probably don't need to, you know, like travel like 10,000 kilometers to, you know, a certain place where you can easily go over the internet and have that international call with somebody, or to connect with somebody internationally. So yeah, I really see like this year is going to be really exciting, and you guys are no longer, you know, sitting or putting things at the back burner. You guys are finally addressing the things that you may have been neglecting, you know, with this card. Like, you guys may have been neglecting parts of yourself, neglecting certain needs that you've been trying to, pursue. And perhaps, it is about, I don't know, like financial reasons, that you may have been, stuck in a job, or you might have been stuck in a place where, like, I have to stay in this place. It's not because I wanted to, it's because of like financial constraints. It is because of like certain responsibilities. And I feel like 2024 is about freeing yourself. It's about freeing yourself from also the expectations from the people around you, from your family, from your friends, from like co-workers, or even your boss. It is now time to take care of yourself and put in the time and effort to nurture yourself, because I feel like there's something deep down that you wanted to pursue and you've been putting it off for a very long time, and Spirit is coming through to say to you, like, there's no more time for you to wait. And also, I am guilty of procrastination, and I feel like maybe some of you are also as well. Perhaps you've been procrastinating for a very long time. Perhaps you guys may have been, trying to go with the flow and see how things go. And that is a great energy to be in. But sometimes when the impulse hits so vividly and so strongly, that is the time to act. Don't wait for the impulse to like dissipate. If an idea strikes you really hard in the face, like, it is now time to act. Don't wait for all the things to come, like, don't wait for, oh, I gotta have all these plans laid out, or like waiting for this opportunity to like come knocking at your doorstep. Like, if an idea hits you, or if an impulse hits you, maybe it is just about like calling a friend. Maybe it is just about sending an email. Maybe it is just about like signing up for a course. And I feel like that's as simple as it is. You can start that little step forward, and the universe is going to guide you. You don't have to figure out, so what if I call this friend? Oh, so what if I, do this thing? Like, what am I going to get out of that? Or how am I going to navigate forward? Don't worry about that, because the universe is going to catch you, and the universe is going to guide you through the tiny steps along the way. You don't have to get everything figured out. It's all about, taking baby steps, but have your eye on the prize, and also be like, visualize what you really want and see that fulfilling, see that coming true for you. That's really important, and you have all the resources. It's all about tapping into that energy. Perhaps some of you I see some of you may be really happy with sitting in that divine feminine energy. Sometimes you get really comfortable sitting in the divine feminine energy, regardless of your gender, whether you're male or female. But you may be very comfortable in like just sitting there trying to attract and receive and letting things happen to you. And sometimes it is great to have that energy of divine femininity, but sometimes you also need to balance ourselves, to tap into that masculinity, or have a little step forward, because I feel like universe is ringing all the alarm bells around you, and you're kind of like, oh, I'm still going to wait for this thing to happen. I'm still going to wait for the things to be, attracting, towards my doorstep. Like, no, they're already knocking on your door. You need to go and answer the call. You still need some sort of action, and that's all 2024 is about, it's like answering the call. It's already here. And it's very funny, because I feel like my channeling the energy, I feel like my blood is also not boiling, but that like jolt of adrenaline, it's that excitement that I'm feeling right now for you. So I guess some of you are like, I don't know, feeling very restless. Perhaps you guys are in this restless energy, or it could also be like, I just came from the gym, so it could also be that. But I feel like there's this excitement, there's this energy that is like waiting to, like, you know, burst out into this world, and this is the year for you. So okay, I think that's about it. So let's get into the nitty-gritty. We need to get into your tarot portion to really look at what this thing is about, and what spirit wants you to do exactly, and why should you be focusing on this thing, and also what kind of help universe is sending your way. So you guys have really good taste because you chose this Food Fortunes tarot deck. It's a very fun deck, but I also have to say it's a very difficult deck to read because it's all basically just food items, but it does have that little like suit. I'll get into it, but it's one of my favorite deck. It's very fun, very hard to read, but sometimes you get messages you don't usually get with the Right Away tarot deck, which I love. Anyway, so can you tap me into pile 3's energy, and what areas should they be focusing in 2024? What area should pile number 3 be focusing? Tell me a little bit more. What is this thing they should be focusing on? What is this thing they need to be focusing on 2024? Yeah. And we have the aged one. And we kind of have 3 cards. So I guess I'll go with it because they all kind of flipped over. Okay. So we have the Moon card. We have the Queen of Swords. So that's the Queen of Swords. And we have the Queen of Wands reverse. Okay, that's really interesting. So we have the Moon card and we have 2 queens in reverse. Yeah, as I said, like this queen is all about like femininity. We'll get into it. We have why. Please spirit, why should they be focusing in this area of their life? We have the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords, very fast moving energy too. Yeah, that kind of ties in really well with the fast energy that you guys got in the beginning. What to do? What should you be doing? The mess. Oh my gosh. I don't know what I think about the hot mess. But that's a 4 of Wands. I love it. This is why I love this deck, you guys. We have the mess, 4 of Wands, and help being sent. For pile number 3, Spirit, what help are you sending pile number 3? What help are you sending them? Okay, what are you sending them? We have the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Oh, I love that. Something about finances, perhaps. Okay. Last but not least, we have the outcome of this area of the life. So this is gonna be just. Oh, sorry, dropped it. This is gonna be just the general overview. Okay, so we have the greens. And that's the 6 of Swords. I love that actually. 6 of Swords. The other pile also got 6 of Swords, but like in this deck, it it sort of conveys a different meaning. And we have mispronounced. That's Two of Pentacles. Yeah, very interesting. Two of Pentacles. So yeah, I guess with this card, you guys may be juggling a lot of things, or I don't know why I'm getting the ADHD vibes from you, or is it just because like you guys are trying to do a lot of things all at once, or like even the way I'm talking right now, I feel like I'm jumping all over the place. So it's really cool though. I love being because I do have a little bit ADHD as well, so I feel like this is, it's kind of you like acknowledging like you guys are doing a lot of things all at once. And you know, this year is all about like channeling that excessive energy, and trying to put those energy or consolidate the energy together to, in order to build something more solid, right? With the aged one, cheese. We all know like cheese takes a long time to ferment, and it's about the aging process, and I love how this card is conveying it. So it's like nothing built see, I'm not even talking properly now. What I'm trying to say is Rome wasn't built in a day. We all know that. So I feel like something that you need to be focusing on is really where you're channeling your energy, you know, because with this two queens, Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, they're both very fast moving energy, and at the same time they're both feminine. They're both in reverse. So I feel like you are channeling your energy into different places where it is not actually fulfilling what you guys are, you know, need to be focused on. Let's say if you started a course, but you're also doing a lot of like side hustles on the side, I feel like Spirit is urging you to try to focus on one project at a time, because if you are diversifying your attention, that's what ADHD is, like basically attention deficit, right? So you're not having enough attention for one project, which means the project is kind of like half-assed, or it's not 100% complete. So I guess Spirit's advice, or Spirit really wants you to be focusing on one single project at a time. Yeah, think of it like aging the cheese or aging wine, you know. It takes time to develop the taste. It takes time to develop the texture and everything. So it's all about, you know, taking your time and channeling energy into the right area of your life. As we talked about, you may be doing a lot of things all at once. Whichever thing that you feel most drawn to, whichever thing you feel the most impulse, it's going to be the thing that you need to be paying attention to. Spirit is not giving me a specific thing that you guys should be focusing, but rather it is the thing that you really wanted to grow. It is rather the thing that is going to taste better over time. So the more hours you put in, the more time, the more experience, the more knowledge you put into this project, the more beautifully blossom it's going to be. So I really think that it is all about channeling your energy to the right places. It's all about not scattering your energy and allowing your mind to come back to the center. So I'm also getting like meditation vibes. So perhaps meditation helps you ground your energy, and also like visualization practices may help. And yeah, one other thing is yoga or exercise, when you can really tune into your body, you know, listening to your breath and really listening to your body, like feeling every motion of, if you're doing yoga, feeling every single posture, feeling every single breath that's been taken in and out of your lungs. I feel like, and as I'm saying that, I could feel my heartbeat slowing down. So I feel like you guys may also need to remind yourself to slow down, to take a breath, so that you can recenter yourself, and so that you'll also know which area of your life you should really be focusing on, what you really want the most in this present moment. And sometimes when we're juggling a lot of things, we don't really know, because we're just trying to distract ourselves when we have so many things happening like in our faces. And yeah, I guess now is the time, power number 3, to really take a deep breath into your heart space. On a count of 3, and also release. 4, 5, 6, 7. I feel like by doing that, it really helps to ground yourself, and also your brain will start to clear up space for the things that really matter, so that you probably now realize what you really want to do right now as we do that little breathing practice, hopefully. And as we get into why this is, I guess we also touch on why this is very important, focusing your energy. The Knight of Swords is the fast moving energy. It's all about being fast paced, and we all live in this fast, like instant gratification sort of society. Sometimes, you know, we scroll through TikToks or social media, we really want that instant gratification, that instant dopamine. And little did we know that little instant gratification is actually numbing to our brain, because the more we expose ourselves to little jolts of dopamine, the more we normalize that, you know, pattern. Have you found out, like, the more you scroll through social media, the more you feel like, oh, I need more dopamine. I need more and more and more, because the brain is never satisfied. And like having those dopamine hits, it's going to be like sort of like the new norm for you. And I really feel like Spirit is probably urging you to do like a social detox thing where, you know, you only dedicate like maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes one day to scroll social media, and the rest of the day focus on your task. Focus on the things that really requires your attention. And by doing that, by giving yourself those time and space, you're going to have a lot done, you know, and you won't realize how much time you're actually saving per day. Because I feel like in the past, you're like storming through, you're like trying to do 10 things at once, because you are so preoccupied in so many things. And now with the digital social media detox, you have so much more space, you know, to talk to yourself, to write things down, to really have that time to reflect what has been working in your life and what hasn't. And by slowing your mind down, it's going to clear out a lot of space, and a lot of things will start to make sense to you too. Wow. Cool. Love that. And we talked about what to do previously with this card, the mess, the hot mess. I'm feeling sort of the Four of Wands energy is a really good card because it talks about celebration. And I feel like you guys are already like naturally optimistic. I get this sense of like you guys are naturally optimistic, it's naturally positive and looking at the bright side most of the time. And I feel like this is all about like continuing that forward. It's sometimes you don't realize your energy is like the popsicle in summer. It's like everyone wants a lick of it. Does that sound, I don't know about this metaphor. Everyone wants a taste. Everyone wants a lick. Anyways, you get the idea. It's like, you guys, I need to ground myself. Why am I even blushing? Okay. And I just feel like you don't realize how like contagious your energy is, pile number 3. Like, even I, right here channeling your energy, I feel like this jolt of happiness just talking to you. And the fact that you chose this deck is like, you guys are the cutest human beings. Yeah, and just continue to be yourself is enough, you know. And on top of that, focusing your energy. But what to do right now is to really not stress about the things that you have to do, and really continue on your path. Because I feel like, you know, see all these paths, there are no wrong paths, even though there are so many paths that you can actually take, pile number 3. Spirit is telling you that take all the time that you need to pick one path, because there's no wrong decision, there's no wrong choice. Whatever path that you decide in the end to take, to focus on, is going to be the right one for you. And all you need to do right now is just continue to be this lovely popsicle, this lovely just magnetizing. How is a popsicle magnetizing? But delicious. Okay, refreshing popsicle in summertime. And it's yeah, and it's intoxicating. Your energy is intoxicating. So continue to be your gorgeous self, pile number 3. I feel like that's all Spirit is asking you to do, and not to sweat about the nitty-gritty, the details of how things are going to turn out for you, because you naturally are kind of happy-go-lucky, you know, vibe kind of person. So wherever you guys decide to go, there's no wrong path. So you can just rest assured you guys are gonna be okay. And ooh, Spirit is also sending you help with the Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Mains, Ace of Pentacles. I probably need a sip of water. But with this card here, it's definitely like an offer from the universe. Something that is solid. Something that is condensed but packs a punch. I feel like this offer, well, first of all, it could be financial offer. Someone could be offered to like offering you a job, offering you an opportunity, offering you like, you know, if you are a contractor or a freelancer, like that's someone who's willing to give you a big contract, or someone who sees your value, someone who sees your worth. And it's very rewarding. It's like you don't realize as how much flavor there is to this kind of soup, but there is so much within it. And I just feel like you don't have to sweat if you're worried about finance. If you're worried about your financial situation, I feel like the universe is telling you to like chill out and not to worry, because it's going to be taken care of. They are going to offer you something, and it's going to be very rewarding. It's something that's very solid, and yeah, it's just like a little jack in the box kind of surprise. So yeah, I just feel like it's been taken care of. It's just like you don't even need to sweat about the details. So that's really lovely. Is there anything else from this card? No. I just feel like it's kind of ready. Oh yeah, it also tells me that this offer is already ready. It's already ready. Like you know how this soup is, you know, ready to eat, and all you need to do is just like unlock the can and just peel open the lid, whatever. Ooh, same analogy of the doorbell ringing that I used in the beginning of this reading. Like the doorbell is already ringing, pile number 3. All you need to do is just go answer the door, and voila, I feel like it's just right there. And so interesting. So it could already be presented in your energy space. Like even if you don't realize the opportunity, it is already there. Like it's already been attracted to you. It's already been manifested. So okay, so it's all about like keeping your eyes peeled, and you know, when the offer presents itself physically, if it hasn't been, just go straight for it. Just don't miss the boat and go straight for it. Pile number 3. All right. And last but not least, we also have the greens. The 6 of Swords. And I love this card, especially in this deck. So 6 of Swords is also a really good card usually in the right away. It's all about like a smooth transitioning, right? It talks about a person moving through from like turbulent waters to calmer waters, and I feel like that's exactly what you guys are doing. Like from the turbulent energy, from all this like chaotic energy, you are channeling your energy towards something that is more stable, towards something that's more calm. Even your energy is starting to be more like grounded. So I feel like as time goes by with this offer, with the thing that you're doing, it is something that, yeah, you guys are just like smooth sailing. And also the greens is so nutritious, and not a lot of people appreciate the nutritional content of greens, but it's, oh my gosh, it's full of like nutrients, like iron, zinc, folate, all that jazz, and we love it, and we cannot live without it. And also I can rave about like greens and salads all day long because I do nutrition, but it's just about, you know, taking care of your body and taking care of, yeah, like your temple. This is where your soul belongs, and you know, it's all about like learning to take care of it. And in the end, I feel like you're all like attracting good people, you know, into your life, and you've got all the resources, you've got like the best nutritional materials, food substances on your plate, and you guys are gonna be like providing the best dish, best what is it, best dish, yeah, I guess so, best dish to the world, and everyone is going to enjoy it, even though it looks really plain, but it is like good for everyone. I feel like something you're doing is something that is good for everybody, and no, it's kind of like under the radar because like no one sees how awesome you are, and like especially what you're doing and how talented you guys are. It's gonna fly under the radar, but like once you have it, you know, all ready to go, it's, the world is going to appreciate it. You know, it's going to be so much appreciated. And I appreciate you guys too, like for being an amazing human being, and just, you know, connecting with your energy makes me so happy. So yes, part number 3, keep being your gorgeous self. And let's get into the final reading, final part of this reading. We've got our lovely affirmators card. So we've basically done different decks for different piles, and finally now this is all about yourself. So let's get into this affirmators card and see what your spirit guides Have to say. Okay, let's give me 2 more cards for pile number. Oh, perfect. I just feel like your guides are so eager, like they're literally there supporting you. We have confidence. In this moment, I take a step back and look at myself with the pride of a good mother. I see an abundance of abilities and talents that show up all the time in big and little ways. If I could stick myself on a refrigerator, I would. I would invite all the neighbors over and say, look at that. Can you believe what an A+ that is? Yeah. It's not just about confidence, but it's also about like how you guys are not afraid to express yourself, you know, like put yourself on the refrigerator and, you know, like exposing yourself. Like it takes a lot of courage, you know, to be exposing yourself to this world and to be so uniquely you and to be like just so authentic. I love it. And yeah, pile number 3, just know that you're amazing. We have connection. I'm connected to the multitudes and I can access their support at any time. Even a stranger offers a sense of comfort when they smile at me or make a dumb comment about the weather. Everyone is waiting to connect. All I need to do is open myself up and pay attention. Note to self, work on witty banter about weather related stuff. Yeah, so even if it's just about talking about the weather, even if it's just about talking about what you guys been up to, like you guys have this power to connect with people, and I do feel like you guys are really good at connecting with people. That is why like that social media detox is so important, because I feel like your energy is so being drained or like scattered towards a lot of people, because you guys are so good at connecting. So yeah, make sure you guys are also doing that for yourself. And ta-da, we have peacefulness. So there we go. I have a peaceful, tranquil, and untroubled heart. This is where I choose to spend my time. I can bring guests, but any person, thought, or event that brings drama or chaos is not invited. My heart is a special property and I'm going to keep it that way so we can all keep enjoying it and I can get my security deposit back. See? It's just about like, this is the place where you should only be inviting, you know, people that is closest to you. Don't invite like everyone around the block towards your heart space, because you will feel very drained. It's all about securing your heart space, pile number 3, so that you have the energy left to channel and focus on the things that really matters to you, pile number 3. Wow, haven't done such an amazing reading for a while. Thanks for sticking around, pile number 3. I'd like to thank you and your guides and angels for being here with us today. I hope you have enjoyed your reading. Your likes and subscribes mean the absolute world to me, and I'm sending you all my love and light. Keep rocking the world like a beautiful star, like an amazing human being. You guys, I believe in you. Until next time, take care of yourself and have a nutritious meal. You guys deserve it. Ciao.